Hello, everybody, and welcome to Season 3 of NNN News, your source for truth, tenacity, and truth. I am joined, by always, by my friend and co-host, Neville Croft. Say hi, Nev.
Hello, Governor. Glad to be back on your talkie tube. We got some real ravenous and raw recent news for you.
Oh, that's for sure, Nev. Let's just get right into it. What do you say?
I say, hood up now.
Hood up. All right.
We got a battle gear on.
You are looking ready and ravishing, Nev. Wow.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I got my battle gear. I'm ready now. I'm ready to go.
Okay, well, let's start off with this first article, Nev. Speaking about ready to go, maybe ready to cause a public health crisis here. Joe Rogan, menace to public health, has he's not leaving Spotify. What are we going to do about this, Nev? Neil Young left. Joni Mitchell left. What musical artist needs to leave for Joe Rogan to get the picture that we don't want him there?
Well, I mean, with people like this, Norm, it's a case of they're not going to listen to us. They're not going to listen to the approved sources.
Mm-hmm.
They are deafening themselves to the truth. And quite frankly, it will probably take a great deal of force to remove this Neanderthal from the platform.
It's crazy. You know, and everybody knows it's a big deal Neil Young took his songs off Spotify, because Crazy Horse is an awesome song, and it does not go on for too long, for sure. And I want to say now, guys, I can't go into details because, under NDA, but we obviously had a little bit of a deal in the works with Spotify for some J-pop stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we had our band. I mean, I don't think we've told anyone about this, but yes, me and Nom do have a band.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The J-poppers, you know how it goes. But yeah, we are not putting our music on Spotify because we just can't put up with vaccine misinformation like this. Yeah,
we can't keep, having to deal with this. Honestly, it's a pandemic on the levels of COVID. That's how bad
it is. In
and
of itself, that's true. Joe Rogan in and of itself. I got to ask, if a person chooses not to cancel their vaccine, not to cancel their Spotify, are we going to have to revoke their vaccine status? Because can we be sure that someone is really being, vaccine safe and vaccine aware if they're watching Joe Rogan? I mean, and
yeah,
I don't know. It's something we got to think about.
I mean, chances are, if they're watching Joe Hogan, whatever his name is, there's a very big possibility that their vaccination cards or whatever are fake.
Oh my God, that's just crazy. Fake vaccine cards. I would not put it past Joe Rogan fans, to be honest with you. They're a bunch of meatheads.
Neither would I. They're awful people. They're on the level of Drumpf, fanatics.
And it's not surprising when they're fans of somebody like Joe Rogan, who, have you seen this? Apparently has said the N-word.
Whoa.
For real. Super crazy. And he's apologized now, but I don't really... we'll watch a little bit of the apology, and we'll see what we think. But I don't know if I'm going to really accept the guy's apology.
Yeah.
Take it a little bit too low. It might... CNN, I think, is blocking this because they don't want us to have to hear this because it's awful. But anyway, to summarize, what he basically says was my bad, I won't do it again. And he also says, I haven't said the N-word in 2 or 3 years. For real, Joe?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's frightening, honestly. This is the caliber of demons that we are up against. I
mean, believe this. In 12 years, I'm saying in 12 years, he used the N-word over 20 times. That's almost 1 or 2 times a year, Nev. I mean, can you even wrap your head around that?
That's horrifying. I can't. I literally can't get my head around.
That he would drop an N-bomb every 6 months? That's crazy.
It's frightening, honestly, Norm. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight with this knowledge.
And I don't want to make it even scarier for you, Nev, but he even had something that was even worse.
And what might that be?
Coming out of the film Planet of the Apes, he walked down to a black neighborhood and he said, "It's like I never left the movie."
Wow.
Can you believe? I mean, classic Joe Rogan is just a bad person. And now if you search up Joe Rogan's name on YouTube, I can't show this, but the first result is N-word video, and they don't censor it. Full, it's just 1G, but still.
Well, I mean, that's quite honestly rather daunting because, people like us that suffer severe sensory overloads and panic attacks, we click on that video, we hear it, and we go into a seizure. The next minute, I'll be watching it like that. I'll be all over the floor, foaming at the mouth, and these people don't seem to care.
It is just vile and disgusting. I want to do a little bit of a comment highlight. This is a comment from Gary O'Neill, famous POC comedian, And I'm just going to paraphrase their comment, but he basically says these white boys are getting far too comfortable. I mean, what do you think about that, Nev?
I mean, it's completely true. The fact that Joe Rogan has said that word once or twice a year is a clear indication that he is comfortable with his racism.
Sure. I think you make a great point there, Nev. Now, to get onto a more serious piece of news here, apparently there's a big hubbub with Russia and Ukraine. Have you heard about this, Nev?
Yeah, so Putin has he started,
He's been putting us on.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that there's a very clear chance that Trump might have something to do with this.
You know, I have to believe you because let me pull up the article here from politics.com, NPR. You've heard of it.
Yep.
And they're saying that it's looking like there's going to be some sort of a staged attack. And they're saying Russia. But we all know Russia and Putin are, they're like this. It's simpatico, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, what are your thoughts on this, Nev? Do you think that we will see some sort of the Russians try to pull some sort of a false flag event with Trump?
I mean, it's certainly possible. I mean, I reckon that leading the charge might be Trump, someone affiliated him with Mike Pence, perhaps, riding a tank.
That would be scary.
Have to see. That would be terrifying.
Pence on a tank? I don't think we're ready for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously very concerned for the Ukrainians of color, in particular.
And one thing I would be aware of is we might have to fight part of this battle on Twitter. To be real with you, part of this Ukraine-Russia conflict might go down on Twitter. So be ready to Twitter beef because it's going to be some beef you've never been prepared for. To be honest with you, Nev.
Yeah, I've already enlisted on TikTok to do my part in the war.
That is amazing, Nev. That's amazing. To keep on with the Russia topic, we do have Putin and Z who are working together for the Olympics. What do you think about this, Nev?
Well, I mean, you know how I feel about the Olympics, Norm. They're ableist, fatphobic, and they promote toxic masculinity.
That's true.
So it's.
But at the same time, it is Xi Jinping. You know, we love that guy.
Of course we do. He's great. I should have him on the wall behind me at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening there. I mean, someone great like Xi Jinping involving himself with something as terrible as this, it's left me confused.
It's also left me confused that he's, involved himself with a chud like Putin,
Yeah.
Also, go ahead.
Are you sure we have the clearance to talk about this? Because you know what our higher ups say regarding conversation on Chinese issues.
Oh.
Have we got the clearance for this?
Nev, that's a good question. I think we might want to move on to the next topic.
Yeah, we might want to move on about that.
Okay, let's just hope the next one. Okay, the next one also has to do with China, so let's just tread lightly here. But speaking about the great nation of China, I'm so glad that they're hosting the Olympics this year. Don't you agree, Nev?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't think of a better country to host it except maybe the Democratic Republic of Congo or the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Yeah, Chad's pretty cool, but I have a question. Do you think we're going to see more trans athletes this year? Because obviously the Chinese are known for their supportiveness of the JLGBT community.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's certainly possible. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of trans Chinese athletes there. Yeah,
one thing I do worry about, and this article does point it out, want to get it real. Obviously, there's still the Omicron out there, and we might even go up another letter during the Olympics. We don't even know. So,
yeah.
We got to be a little worried about this. What sort of precautions do you think they're going to need to take? Like, are they going to need to wear masks during the events? Because I think it seems like the only way to keep them from spreading to each other,
Yeah, so obviously we'll see, mask wearing during the event, social distancing. Some people are going to be competing in those, those hazmat suits and stuff. So I'm pretty sure there was a rumor of people swimming in those.
Sure, like personal protective equipment, PIE, I think that's it.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, this Omnitrix virus is incredibly deadly. It's terrifying. And the fact that I'm just glad that we have China, which is taking it so seriously right now.
And it was watching out for us, and it's making sure that we're going to have a safe Olympics, and we're going to get to give out those gold medals, which matter so very much,
Yeah. I've just got an email notification from Lindsay here.
What is it?
And apparently our Chinese friend behind the scenes that we work with isn't so happy that we've dwelled on this topic for so long.
Okay, well, I just want to get one more article out here really quick because I'm sorry. I apologize to the Chinese people who are listening to this. The Chinese government. We don't mean to speak any ill, but I want to admit I am a little sad that we're not going to be seeing North Korea at the next Olympics.
What? No, what? North Korea's not coming?
I'm sorry I had to break the news.
Are you serious, Norm?
Yeah, it's on Politico.
Wow,
that's basically Smoops. It's very sad.
I mean, I don't know what to make of that. My heart has been taken. It's been just exploded. I mean, the fact that North Korea is not going to be there to,
What's racist?
represent us. I mean, North Korea represents us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
in a
face
lot
it.
of ways.
Exactly. Their inclusiveness, their progressiveness. I mean, it's.
I'm just pleading out to anyone who's listening to this who might know. What can we do to get Kim back? What have we done, Kim? Is it something we said? Does this have to do with the Trump breakup, Nev? Because I did hear that Trump and Kim are not together anymore.
Wait, seriously? They broke up?
Yeah, they did. It's very sad. They broke up because apparently Trump was at Mar-a-Lago at a glory hole or something.
Oh my Biden, that's horrible.
I know. Oh my Biden, I'm just shocked.
I'm literally like, look, my hands are like this right now. They're shaking.
Do that again, Nev, so we can. Wow.
They're like that.
Remarkable.
Like my other one is even worse. It's like that.
Wow. Yeah, you should see it.
It's shaking.
You should get a prescription for that. Anyway,
yeah, I need to.
And more good and better news to try to cheer us up, everybody. We have another gay person. Woo! If you guys remember Elvira, Mistress of the Night, she has come out as a member of the LGBT community, and we would like to welcome her. She totally had a comment that owned all the chuds. You know what she said?
Whoa. What did she say?
She said, okay, I'm okay with losing 11,000 horny old men as followers because after she came out, she lost 11,000 followers.
Well, I mean, she really owned them there.
For sure. I mean, she showed the chuds that LGBTQP part of me. Did I get that right now?
And another win. I mean, obviously, it seems that we can't stop winning very clearly with this.
Yeah, totally. I am surprised though to see so many people, leave her. I didn't know our audience was going to be that homophobic now. Are you surprised, or what do you think?
Well, I mean, I don't really know this individual very well at all.
You don't know Elvira?
And I'm afraid I don't. Is she like one of your witch friends?
Wow, I feel offended that you don't know who Elvira is.
I'm sorry, Norm, but I don't know this Elvira person.
I mean, who hosts your scary movie marathons over there in England?
Well, I mean, usually me, because there's only me and Amelia here.
I bet I would actually. Okay.
Oh. I don't know. I don't usually pay much attention to that. No.
There's nothing more spooky than homophobia, Nev.
Well, except red hats. But
sure,
let's not go there.
That is true. That is true. But speaking about something that is Trump's fault, COVID-19, it's getting worse. We talked about it a little earlier. We got the Omicron out. It's less deadly but more dangerous. So watch out. Be ready.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready. I'm quadruple vaxxed against this, and I'm getting another booster shot next week. I'm ready.
I think everybody should have the Biden booster because you want to be able to, keep pushing through this. And it's still Trump's fault, to be honest with you. I know the Omicron variant came out after Trump's term in office, but I still feel like we're feeling the ripple effects. Same as, when Trump went into office, he sort of felt some of the economic positive ripple effects of Obama. It's kind of the opposite now.
Yeah, it's like an earthquake. You have aftershocks. Sure. It's like the Trump aftershocks, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That is true. Next, we have a video from our lovely President Joe Biden.
Oh, yay!
And in this video, so some people are saying he's being germophobic in this video. So we're going to do a little reaction to it. Now, you can see this, right?
Yeah, I can see this.
On what's happening in Ukraine today? The only reason I don't like doing this is you never report on why I've called a meeting.
See, he's being honest. You know, he's just talking to the journalist honestly.
Very good meeting, total unanimity with all the European leaders. We'll talk about it later. Thank you. Thank you.
What was wrong with we'll talk about it later? Perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, he's just setting a nice deadline for them, like, you know, another event.
And then,
I mean, he's a busy man. He's got a lot on his plate.
You got to be a little quiet for the next part because he does say cuss word and a graphic cuss word warning for everybody here.
Thank you all.
That's a great asset.
I'm very scared.
More inflation.
I don't think inflation was a cuss word. What is it? Wait.
What happened?
What? I think he called somebody an ass.
That's a great asset. More inflation. What a stupid son of a bitch.
Oh, he said, "What a stupid son of." Okay.
I mean,
Joey was just he was just filled with emotions. It must have been a hard day for Joe. You know?
No, I think we have to stop and consider here that this video may be doctored.
That is true. This could be a Donald Trump deepfake, for sure. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine Joe Biden saying those words. I think that someone has put edited audio over him speaking. I don't think that this is his words
It doesn't even sound like him. I mean, normally he's so much more lucid, you know, and with it. So definitely fake.
Yeah, I mean, usually when he speaks, he has that vigor in his voice. He's alive. He's ready to go. I mean, you listen here, and he's like, he sounds like he's nodding off. That's not Joe Biden.
That is not the Joe I know, for sure, for sure.
Not the Joe we know.
You know, and speaking about not the person we know, I thought I knew Whoopi Goldberg. I thought I loved Whoopi Goldberg. She is the
Did
POC.
you meet Wookie? Didn't you meet Wookie Goldberg?
I did. I met her at the premiere of The Last Jedi, which was great. Anyway, but apparently I didn't know her, beat her that well. Didn't know her because she was anti-Semitic. ABC has suspended Whoopi Goldberg over Holocaust race remarks. Can you believe in that?
I'm shocked. I mean, wow.
Well, what she said was that she didn't think the Holocaust was a race issue. I mean, what do you think about that, Nev?
Well, I mean, she's, you know, I mean, I'm just at a loss for words right now, Norm.
I don't know how she can say something like that. It's so misinformed. You know, I got to wonder, is she being fed information by the alt-right or something that we don't know about?
I mean, it's certainly possible. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm just stunned.
It is absolutely
I literally can't even right now.
I literally cannot even either. So anyway, honestly, something that is almost as scary as Whoopi Goldberg's racism is that they're going to be releasing a new one of those Grand Theft Auto hate games. Can you believe this now?
Another one? Oh.
I mean, are they finally going to find a way to make it not horribly, you know, racist and everything?
I mean, oh God. Oh no. The memories.
I mean, we knew what happened with the last Grand Theft Auto game. You hit a POC, you know, a POC trans woman.
No, please. No, please, no, I can't go back there.
Are you worried? I know, Nev. I know. You've come a far way in your game addiction since then. It's all right, Nev. It's all right.
I can't go back there, no, please. I can't.
Nev, it's going to be all right.
I can't go back there, no.
Nev, it's all right. Nev, it's all right. Nev, it's all right. I have a funny article, Nev. Nev, there's huge methane leaks seen from space, Nev. I think it's Trump farting.
Wow. I mean, wow. You know what that is, Nom?
What?
That's the cow farts. Remember when AOC warned us about the cow farts?
That is so for real.
So what's happened is all the cow farts have, like, gone to space, and now they're coming back down.
That's crazy. I mean, what are the effects we're going to see from this?
Well, I mean, you might want to keep your windows and doors shut until it subsides.
Are we going to see, because it's going to rain cow fart? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So do you know how rain is usually like clear when it comes down? It probably will be green now. Okay.
Well, that's something to worry about.
Yeah. I mean, you might want to buy some like fresh air spray as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you know what time it is?
What time is it now?
It's time for the Trump Watch.
Oh, nice.
Okay, everybody, I'm not going to make a cut here, so just imagine a Trump Watch graphic went up on screen. Awesome. Well, let's get into our first story here with Trump. Let's never forget what happened on January 6th. And these new records are showing that apparently Trump spoke at length with this Jim Jordan guy in that morning. Can you believe it? Could this be the
He never
second
fails to
Trump
surprise
Ukraine?
us.
Yeah, could this be Ukraine call too? What do you think? I mean, what do you think was said on this call? Because I can't imagine it was good.
Well, no, it's Drumpf. It's never good.
That's true. That is true.
I mean, imagine how many times he said, the N word or the Y word on that call.
That's so true. That is so true. If we're going to go on to the next Trump watch here, another scary piece of Trump news. It's been revealed that Trump had authorized voting machines to be seized after the last election. What do you think Trump wants with all these voting machines?
Well, obviously, he's going to take out the mail-in Biden ballots that were completely legitimate, by the way. He's going to take them out and put his own fake ballots in.
Wow.
And I can imagine he'll do there with his tiny little hands writing on those little pieces of paper.
I thought that he was going to start his own country with the ballot machines, because if he has voting machines, then he could do that. But that's even scarier, that he could be using this in the next election. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, that reminds. Didn't Dustin's grandma want to start her own country as well?
Yeah, Dustin's grandma wanted to start a country based on fruit. I think it was a fruit community.
Yeah, I mean, something like that. The plum, I don't know. I'm not sure.
The Plum Collective.
The Plum Confederacy Union.
Yeah,
I don't know. The Apple Union, maybe.
Apples. Yeah, something like that.
The Apple Association.
That sounds right.
I think the Apple Association.
I put this next article here in the Trump Watch because, to be honest with you, Trump news is getting a little scarce, obviously, because he spends most of his time at Mar-a-Lago. But I put in a Boris Johnson article because Boris is basically the British Trump. Wouldn't you agree, Nev?
Yeah, I mean, he's essentially Trump, his... I don't want to say disabled because it's a rude thing, but his differently abled cousin or something.
Yeah. Boris Johnson. Apparently, he likes to quote Lion King all the time, Hakuna Matata.
Wow.
And he does this while his staff is all leaving him because he threw a big party. I heard... Well... You know what I heard, Nev?
What did you hear, Nob?
I had heard that he didn't even provide cake at the party. He made people bring their own cake and, treats and everything. And,
what?
Pie. Yeah. There was a
I
memo
hope
that said bring your own...
vegan.
I hope so too, Nev. But knowing a person like Bori... Oh. I mean, who would even want to come to a party at Bojo's house?
Not me. Definitely not. That sounds awful.
So once he either finally steps down, what other job could Bojo even do?
Well, I mean, he could probably be some sort of children's entertainer by the sounds of it.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have a rather his. Can we get a? He does have the hair to be a children's clown. I think. It's pretty wacky.
Just get the paint on, maybe a little red nose, and he'll be set to go.
Well, yeah, obviously he needs to wear a mask now, so he can't have a red nose. But
okay.
I mean, way to not follow COVID guidelines here. Now,
wow.
I don't know I don't know what the deal with this is, but apparently Trump thinks he's a DJ now.
What?
Yep, at a Mar-a-Lago dinner, Trump personally DJ'd it, and he said the music will be amazing. And I don't believe him. I mean, what do you think? When you give Trump the aux, what tracks do you think he puts on? Because I think it's a lot of Eminem. Not
it'll
stuff.
be oh god, imagine all the country music as well, racist old country music. Oh god.
Oh,
Ugh.
for sure.
And he'll have all those terrible songs that he played on his campaign trail. Remember when we covered that?
Oh, yeah. All the songs he stole to play on his campaign trail. We are the champions or whatever, even though he lost to Hillary. But we won't get into that.
Lost twice.
And you know who else he lost, Nev?
Go on.
He lost Pence. Did you know that?
Those two... wait a minute. No, what if that relates to the whole... Remember the Kim thing we covered? Do you think Pence might have slipped in there?
That is a good question, Nev. Well,
it's a very
he's slipping out now, but it is very possible that Pence did slip it in there. But he's slipping it out now. And Bannon is calling him a quote-unquote stone-cold coward. But I think he's a stone-cold right, to be honest with you. I mean, could we see Pence finally come out of the closet as a Democrat?
I think so. I mean, I reckon that Pence probably voted for Joe Biden.
I mean, probably, almost certainly. I mean, how could you vote for somebody like Trump?
I don't know.
Especially if you know him.
Yeah, I reckon that Pence, he sent off his Biden ballot.
Well, it was
Like
probably
through the
it
post
was
or
probably
whatever.
like what happened with Melania, where he tried to vote for Biden, and Trump probably looked at his ballot and was like, no, no, no. It's
Yeah,
a
definitely.
real WTF. Now, that covers all the news we have this week. I would like to thank everybody for watching. This has been NNN News. Nev, would you have anything you'd like to say?
I don't think I have anything else to report in terms of the news this week, Norm.
All right.
So,
Well, everybody, remember to stay black, and we will see you next time.
stay black.